Hola muchachos, ¿qué tal? Buenos días. Hoy es martes, el 8 de diciembre. Aquí tienen el horario para hoy. Your first thing is, as always, the warm-up question. ¿Qué clase tienes en la primera hora? What class do you have first period? If you could answer that question in a full, complete sentence, that would be terrific. And to figure out how to do that, you can go to the notes that we took. This is page 74, página 74 de tus libros. We talked about the vocabulary of your periods, the different periods in the day in Espanol, and the different subjects that you have for each period. And to put that in a complete sentence, you have it highlighted right here in blue. En la primera hora, yo tengo la clase de, and then you're going to replace tecnología, with whatever class you have first period. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We'll go over that vocabulary we were just looking at for your classes on pages 74 and 75. And then we're going to pick up where we left off with the guided practice about your class schedule. Hang on one sec. There we are. So guided practice exercises 4 and 5. We have questions about Ignacio Mariano de las Casas, his schedule. For example, number 1, ¿cuántas clases hay cada semana? How many classes does he have every week? ¿Cuántas horas de inglés hay? How many hours of English class does he have? ¿Cuántas clases de ciencias sociales hay? How many social science classes does he have? ¿Y cuántas clases de ciencias naturales hay? How many social science natural science classes does he have? And what are the names of the different art classes that he takes? So diagnosing the different classes that he has and the information about his class schedule. And then exercise 5, you're going to create your class schedule, right? The different periods you have, the classes you have during each period, using the vocabulary from 74 and 75, and then the names of your teachers that you have for each of your classes. So this is a great rough draft of what you're eventually going to do at the end of this chapter, which is outlining your class schedule and then describing it, each of the classes, right? How much homework you have in each classes, the describing in the classes in general, if they're fun or difficult or easy or boring, and then the materials that you need for each class. A conversation activity that we'll do about which classes you have a lot of homework in. ¿Tienes mucha tarea en la clase de matemáticas? Do you have a lot of homework in math? Sí, tengo mucha tarea. Or no tengo mucha tarea. So we'll talk about the homework you have in all of your classes. And then we'll finish off with a guided practice about which class do you like more. ¿Me gusta más la clase de español o me gusta más la clase de inglés? ¿Me gusta más la clase de arte o me gusta más la clase de educación física? And then you're going to describe those classes, right? Aburrida, if it's boring, or divertida, if it's fun. Interesante is a cognate, and práctica means practical. Fácil if you think the class is easy, or difícil if you think the class is difficult. Maybe that's a reason for why you like it. All right, so we'll follow the model there to compare classes and talk about why you like that class more. And then your homework for tonight is the discussion activity on page 80, the Fondo Cultural. So if you read here, it talks about how popular studying English is in Spanish-speaking countries, but really all throughout the world. How many children begin studying English in grade school, in early elementary. and they'll continue all throughout until the end of high school. They'll attend special language schools in addition to the English classes they take in regular school. They'll attend after-school academies to further practice their English, perfect their English. And oftentimes they'll seek out opportunities to practice with what look to be like native English speakers whenever someone, a tourist comes to their country, they'll want to practice their English with them. The question is, why do you think English is so popular in other countries? Why is there such a desire to learn English in other parts of the world? And then, are you studying Spanish for similar reasons? The reasons that you identified for why English is so popular in other countries? Are you studying English for those very same reasons or for different reasons? And then I have a video that I want to share with you guys about learning English and other subjects in South Korea and how hyper-competitive it's become. Academics in general. Do you like this approach that Korea takes to learning English and other subjects? Or do you prefer the American approach, and why? So post your response here in the discussion board. Reply, don't forget to reply after you post to 3 classmates and indicate what aspects of their post, that you agree or disagree with. Right? And that is your homework for Tuesday, December 8th, martes el 8 de diciembre.